is the biggest week of the year, being Blockchain Week in New York. And given its consensus, we're really trying to expand our outreach. Networking is more important than almost anything besides the utility of the actual token, because the networking lets you build your presence. I have to get some interviews in.
Have a good day. Good luck. Thank you very much.
So, what do you do in the crypto space?
So I'm a community builder in Korea. So I help projects in the global space to enter Korean market and to have a good presence here.
So, tell me about Korean meetups. Do you think that is one of the best ways to enter the Korean marketplace as far as becoming influential and getting some foundation there?
Definitely. I think meetups are happening in Korea very often. So I'm hosting meetups at least once a month. So and they're probably like 200 people, 100 to 200 people per meetup. And so I think it's a good chance for having a personal conversation, a one-on-one conversation with the actual product. Yeah.
Jake, absolute pleasure. I work for Cryptonymous. So we're an ICO hosting platform. We're a technical platform, so we collect crypto and distribute it. And so companies kind of connect into our back end, or we connect into their back end and do have a full token marketplace. But we also work as essentially an incubator and take projects through from start to finish. So what can you tell me about Anonymous Bitcoin? Is there still going to be a limited supply, 21 million tokens?
So we're doing a 31 million supply. It's about 31.5 million. It's going to be written into the white paper. And why we did that is we're giving a 1-to-1 ratio on Bitcoin tokens and Z Classic tokens. So we want to have enough tokens left over. We're thinking there'll be about 24 million in circulation at time of fork and 31 million total to be mined. But what we're doing is something really interesting. A lot of people don't claim their forked tokens, but they still exist. What we're going to do is we're going to burn all the forked tokens that aren't claimed. So after 3 months, if you haven't claimed your anonymous Bitcoin, it'll be burned. So if you're lazy, if you don't know about it, if you haven't been focusing on the crypto market, which is going to drastically lower the market cap, which hopefully would increase the token value for all those holders that were aware of what was going on.
Okay, great.
So you're one of the most important people in the South Korean crypto space, and I'd love to know how you think we should saturate the market, become more involved in the Asias, and your opinion on how to do that.
Yeah, definitely. So I hosted my first inaugural high-profile, very highly curated event called Formal Astronaut just last week in Korea, and so really get the right exposure as quickly and most efficiently as possible. And so I'm going to be hosting my second Formal Astronaut event in July this year. So basically, it's similar to Consensus now. New York Blockchain Week, we're having Korea Blockchain Week in a few months. I want to give them the most kind of access, very concentrated access to the investors, to the media, to the marketers, to the exchanges, the market makers, the lawyers. So I think that's going to be a great way for you to get exposure initially, at least for Korea. From that point on, we're going to have a lot of media exposure from different countries like Japan, like Singapore, Hong Kong, Beijing. And so when you hit Korea with that event, you're going to hit a lot of different countries.
Of course, as we are the only fork that's doing it transparently from the beginning to the end, I think we would be a great candidate. I know you focus more on the ICO realm, but you only take top tier ICOs. If there was a ranking system for forks, I would hope the public would respect us as one of the highest ranking ones, given our transparency.
Let's talk some more.
It's a pleasure.
Likewise, Jake. Thank you, appreciate it.
Chad Anderson, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So tell me a little bit about what do you do in the crypto space?
So I'm a fund manager, Oceanside Digital Assets, based in Los Angeles, California. Also an advisor to projects raising money through initial coin offerings such as All Public Art.
I am the founder of the coin, ANON, and what we're trying to do is people don't realize Bitcoin's not actually anonymous.
I know that privacy coins are kind of all the rage in 2018.
People really enjoy masternodes. Mining's a difficult concept. People don't really have the ability to mine from their home without expensive hardware, or they don't understand GPU mining, and so the back and forth it's difficult. By having masternodes, you allow them to earn a return, a third of what the miners get, doing just by possessing, just by holding quantity of coins. We've pleased the community, which was the main goal of the project. We want a happy community eager to transact in an anonymous way of a new cryptocurrency. So we're hoping that will lead to major market adoption.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I feel like a project like yours could be more ongoing and not like kind of like a fly-by-night thing. You know, obviously you're here at Consensus and doing things. I've seen you at other events in LA and around the country, so it's good to have people that are, even though your project is anonymous Bitcoin, you're not anonymous. You're here, you're out there talking to the people, you know, spreading the message. That's really awesome.
It's funny you say that, because one of the biggest points of our entire project is transparency. I haven't even said it yet, but our project is attempting to be the only transparent fork. You're able to add true value, true technology to a coin, to a blockchain, and give it away for free. We're giving that to the Bitcoin and the Z Classic blockchain. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to do it transparently. And being at conferences like Consensus in LA, in Miami, in New York, in Berlin, all over the world, all over the country, you show transparency. We show our dev team working while we show the top people in our team networking. And by doing so, you show that you're present, and that present makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And it's really just about building that community, and the goal for me is mass adoption. You know, that's one of my goals with cryptocurrency and blockchain.
It's been a pleasure.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.